Roots of history run deep through Stafford, Virginia. We've raised leaders, featured artists, and honored those heroes among us. We've learned from the battles fought, and we look to the future with hope. We take this time to focus on what makes us exceptional, while constantly remembering where we came from. We're always open to fresh ideas and innovation, and savor all of the flavor at our fingertips. We find inspiration in our craftsmanship, and there's always a hidden gem around every corner. Find yours. Rediscover Stafford.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Greg coming from the James Johnston Chateau. A little bit different studio for us today, but that's okay, man. We are excited to have you here with us today. And man, what a weekend we've got. It's the semifinals. The winner of this weekend between Massachusetts Maulers and Rhode Island Rebels and the Lone Star Bandits and the Alabama Hammers goes to the KFL Championship next weekend at Chickamauga. And it is down to the end. It's unbelievable how quick this season has gone. And man, it's been everything that you can imagine. And I mean, the drama, the excitement. I believe, honest to goodness, I believe the four best teams from the KFL are in the semis. This is exactly what it's supposed to be. These guys absolutely brought it all year long. They've had nothing but excitement all the way through. And Rhode Island and Massachusetts, for the third time this year, are facing each other. And man, it's been a tied. Massachusetts won the first one. Rhode Island won the second one. And the winner of this matchup is going to the KFL Championship. So this is exciting. I'm going to bring these boys on. They're ready, man. They're biting at the bit. I got the Godfather, John DeCenzo. What's up, brother?
How you doing?
Man, doing good, man. I got Greg, Toby, Justin. Man, I got them all here. Mike Marcone from Massachusetts. What's going on, gentlemen?
I flying solo again?
Jesus You're playing Christ. Solo, man. You are the brave man.
Like these guys.
Yeah, that's all right.
Well, let's go, boys. Let's go.
Let's take it on. Well, let's start with these Rhode Island guys, man. We'll wait for your Maulers to come on, Mike. But guys, let me just start with this, man. Congratulations where you're at. You've earned your spot. You were the champions of the North per se in terms of the division. You've earned the right to host the championship game. You've had the bye week, man. I've got to ask you guys a flat out question. When this all started, man, trying to get this concept started and everything else. I mean, you guys are a very confident team. Did you guys think that you'd be here today?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So, guys, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about how your team came to fruition, how it was put together, and then how'd you see? I mean, what do you guys grade your season, man? I mean, let's talk about the KFL and how you guys think you guys did.
Johnny, talk about how we came together, man.
Well, what happened was Derek Brundell made a post on one of his pages. I saw it. I texted him, asked him about the league, bought right into it, loved the idea, paid into the franchise, reached out to all these guys here. Hey, you want to get on the team? And, and we did. We formed a team. We got together. We've had ups and downs and struggles and non-struggles and great games. And we just keep coming together more and more as a team and not being selfish, and just getting out there and winning this game and moving on to the next, So if I'd say we met our expectations. We didn't get into this to be middle of the road or bottom of the pack. We got in it to win it, and we're not done yet. So,
Justin, I see a big sledgehammer in your hand, man. What's up?
This is coming. The hammer is coming. The hammer is coming this weekend. We are dropping the hammer.
Are you hoping to face the Alabama Hammers in the championship? Is that what that's about?
Absolutely.
That hammer's really 6 feet long. He's just a giant compared to it. So.
I hear you, man. I hear you. Well, Greg, let's talk with you, man. You've had one heck of a season. You are second in the points and for Angler of the Year. You have absolutely put on a show. You've helped carry your team to an awesome season, man. Let's talk about you and your season. And was it everything that you expected it to be?
Yeah. So I appreciate that first and foremost. To be honest, I kind of had a light bulb go off middle of the year, just fishing a certain kind of way. And I don't know. I didn't expect my year to be the way I did between individual and KFL. It just, something clicked. And I've been able to perform better, perform well, catch more fish, catch more quality fish. It was just this one change. I'm pretty sure it was the conversation I had with Justin one day, and really, I started fishing a certain way, and after that, it was.
Give up the juice, Greg. Give up the juice now.
Don't give up the juice.
I'm not giving up.
He almost dropped the juice on everybody.
No, I can't. I mean, if you guys
it's all right, man.
And know me, you know the changes I've made in my game, and I mean the results show at this point. So, not going to talk myself up, get a big head or anything like that. But it just something clicked, and I started fishing much more efficiently and better.
Man, he's in the groove. He's just
I'm feeling it right
confidence. He's got the confidence.
I'm a firm believer, man. Momentum in sports is a real deal. I mean, it's unexplainable. It's not seen. It's not tangible. But it's like the wind. You don't see it, but you know the evidence of it, right? And so momentum is like that in sports, man. And all you can say is, look, when fishermen are hot, fishermen are hard. I look at what Russ Snyder's did, like last year. I mean, and carried a little bit more into this year. But I don't think there will ever be a season like we've ever seen, what Russ did in all the major, tours. I mean, it was just incredible. He had that momentum. He figured out something. And it's like, Greg, I mean, look, everybody's taking notice, man. Everybody knows who you are. When they see your name now, look, especially everybody who fishes the KFL, you got to be blind not to see what you've done and accomplished for Rhode Island. And all you guys, man. I mean, it's been incredible, man. You guys have definitely made a name for yourself since day one. I mean, your first interview is unforgettable. And you guys have carried that confidence into where you're at now. And it spreads, man. I'll be honest with you. It's a spreading thing. And it just, I mean, when I think of a team, like how the team that you guys have created and how close you guys are and what you guys do, I mean, you guys are there for a reason. And it's not easy because I'll be honest with you, like I managed the team. I owned a team. And we had varying differences of how we were going to fish this year. And that's why I don't think we really were successful, because everybody wasn't on the same page. You guys seem like you guys are on the same page.
Oh, don't take it wrong. We definitely had growing pains. There was definitely some growing pains in the beginning.
Yeah,
we did.
But we just worked together. And I mean, I think a lot of us doing well has been the team aspect. It's sharing information with each other. It's made us all better anglers all around.
For sure. Was there hesitancy with you guys about sharing the information?
No, I never. I gave up my fishing hole of 30 years. These guys are killing it back. My grandfather used to, I was telling Greg the spot. My grandfather, when I was a kid, used to make me paddle the canoe. And he'd be fishing. And he'd catch a fish, and I'd get to stop paddling, and he'd let me hold the fish, and then put it back in and make me paddle more. So he was doing all the fishing. I was just doing all the paddling. But I figured out all the spots. So.
Yeah, no, I hear you, man. Well, guys, look, here's the deal. Massachusetts is coming, okay? They're not coming to lose. They're coming to beat the tar out of you, and they're confident. They're a team that made it here too. But again, you guys you guys host this lake. Let's talk about this matchup, man. And first of all, is there a real rivalry here, or is it just a more respect thing, and you just guys just want to roll with it and see what happens?
No, I've got mad respect for all those guys. There's no question in their ability and their accomplishments. Sometimes we rub each other the wrong way, but that's sport. It's competition. It's not a personal attack or anything like that. Not from my part. Sometimes, we say things, but they get taken out of context. But no, I like competing with these guys. And much respect for them, and we know they're coming to win. And I'm sure Greg can take over from here. He knows. They're all strategizing. I'm cooking burgers after the event.
I think there definitely is a state-to-state rivalry because it's like who's going to be the better state. Obviously, we're a fraction of the size of Mass, but I think overall the community in Rhode Island has grown. There's more guys traveling and kind of getting out there, and we got more guys joining our local trails. So the growth is still it's a little bit later than Massachusetts, but we're growing.
You guys have put Rhode Island on the map for fishing. I can tell you straight up. You guys have done a great job doing that. I'm gonna ask Ken and Mike, man, from Massachusetts. Same question to you guys. Is there a rivalry, or is there just a mutual respect, or is there just like this iron wall that you just want to put up and just go in there and just shove it down their throat?
Well, I don't think you can have a rivalry without respect. Would it be a rivalry if we were just steamroll them? And So there's always
true.
respect. And that's
good.
where competition comes from is from trading blows a little bit. And so yeah, there's tons of respect. I think I was on the first show this season, being like, that's a good team. And
amazing.
I think our whole region is tough. I think everybody's good. I don't see any team running away with anything, but we're definitely ready to go. And we got out pre-fishing again this week. I felt like there was no excuses last time. We just missed it by a couple bites, and I think we've learned even more this week. And so we'll see, man. There's no excuses, no nothing. Mutual respect. Definitely a rivalry, but it's all good. It's all fun, and that's what you want. You don't want to be out. Yeah. It makes the build up way better. I know you like it.
It's great content,
but it's
great content.
It's great. Yeah.
Ken, I'm going to ask you, buddy. What is it going to mean to you if you guys go into Rhode Island and house them?
I know he's still in the water. Yeah.
What'd you say? Sorry.
What would it mean to you, my friend, to go into Rhode Island and house these guys?
What do I keep hearing? Sorry, say it again.
Let me mute Chris. Hold on one second.
I'm in a restaurant. Sorry.
That's all right, man. What would it mean to you, Ken, to go into Rhode Island and house these guys?
It'd be a pretty big accomplishment, I think, because that lake it's tough. It's a tough lake. If you look online, there is like no info online. So to put in, these guys have been fishing this place for probably their whole lives. So to go in and what we've pre-fished it 3-4 times,
right?
I think it'd be a pretty big accomplishment to go to their home waters at a huge disadvantage and take a win.
Yeah, no doubt. It's so hard to win in the KFL on the road, man. It really is.
That's an asterisk. That's an asterisk there.
What? That's not. No.
He's throwing out a disclaimer.
Oh, get it. You know this.
What kind of disadvantage
listen. Before the KFL,
before the country and win events. How many events you come in first place? You travel all over the country, show up 2 days before, fish it, and win the event.
But I could look.
Warden's Pond. Come on.
I could, but it's not a good. It's not a good pond. Come on. Come on.
Listen, bro.
Listen.
We're up over 300 inches the last game.
Hey, Warden's Pond is the biggest public lake in the state.
Are you guys all talking at once?
Inches of back. And you're telling me the lake sucks.
Dude, listen. Before the KFL existed, okay, you guys used to say that place sucks. Now you're trying to pretend like it's some
Never said you
world.
crazy.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
It's
Get
the
out of
biggest-
here.
Back on
Public
you.
body of
It is.
water.
No, sorry, you're gonna have
Easy
to
on
mute
back
these
up to
two guys. They're not gonna
Massachusetts.
stop.
Where's your picture? We can't even see you.
Wow.
My camera's not working.
What to get wet?
Derek
He's on
No,
board
no.
right now. He's on
Derek
board
Brundle
now.
did tell me there's
No,
a
I'm
bunch of
not.
sewer pipes going into the lake. Is that true?
No, that's untrue.
No,
I'm
look,
just playing.
it's a tough fishery, and you guys know it. Come on.
It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah,
but it's,
it is.
It's
You
gotta know how to fish
It's
grass.
tough, but it don't suck.
Well, tough fisheries I think suck.
There's been numerous.
The biggest thing about Warden's Pond is that it's tough to fish it efficiently because of how choked it is and how difficult it is to navigate. And that's probably it's the mental aspect of having to deal with paddling and pulling your pedal drive out and going through all the muck and the reeds and the this and that. It's just it's a nightmare sometimes, but
Especially if it's windy.
yeah.
And it's
That place
supposed to
turns
be windy.
that place turns
Ken-
into a swamp ocean when it's
Ken,
windy.
I do have
It's a nightmare.
I do have to say this though, Ken.
Yeah.
Massachusetts did win the last event 55-0 on your home waters, man.
Right. But listen,
I mean,
listen.
that
The
sucks.
big
The
5-5.
numbers don't lie.
But that lake is actually a really good lake. It can be tough, but man, the weather that we had, the water temp dropped 10 degrees.
I know, man. It was tough.
So from Tuesday to Saturday, and then the weird thing is, I guess because it's a swamp, the water just kept rising, so it didn't crest at all. It just kept going up and up and up. So like the guys from Michigan
Detroit.
said,
Yeah.
they were skipping up under brush on Friday, and they had a good bite, but on Saturday that brush was underwater. So that bite completely changed. So that was different. I mean, that lake could be tough, but I mean that picture, the fish I got in the picture here, this avatar, that came from that lake.
Yeah.
So I mean but yeah, it was definitely tough.
No doubt. This. By the way, I'm looking at some of these comments. These guys are just loving life, man. They love this banter back and forth, man. But it's good stuff. But I can't imagine what's going on. It comes Saturday. Now, are you guys launching from the same launch?
Yeah,
There's just one launch at the ramp there. So that's it.
So, is there going to be butterflies on the ramp come Saturday?
There's butterflies now. We're
I love
ready
it.
to go.
Ready to go. Ready to go.
These guys are all ready to go.
I'm going to get there early before these guys launch, and I'm going to play the national anthem or do our thing for 9/11 because it happens to fall on that day.
Heck yeah. No, I love it, man. Absolutely. It is, I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, it is going to be a 6 a.m. launch, or, 6 a.m. lines in. What's sunrise up there now? It's going to be like 6:15 or something. Like, you guys are going to be pre-dawn right there.
Oh, yeah.
I
It's
don't
going to be dark.
even know. I haven't even checked.
It'll still be
Yeah,
dark.
It'll be
First
dark.
lights around 10 of 6 right now or so. Something
Okay, so
like
that might be perfect then. That might be
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll be
Yeah.
riding out in the dark, but we'll see first light coming up over the horizon as we get out to our spots and whatnot. So
Right.
Yeah.
I want to bring up what John said. This Saturday is special, man, because it is the anniversary of 9/11. I was 2 miles from the Pentagon when it got hit. I was in the tallest building in Northern Virginia. The plane literally flew right over our heads and crashed into the Pentagon. It shut down Washington, D.C. You guys are close to New York. You guys, I've had friends that we were lost in Pentagon. I had friends lost in, combat because of 9/11, man. It's a special thing. Being that said, look, I know we're going to have, a fishing match and all that stuff, but we have to understand too, that this is America. We're all Americans. We're all having a good time. But what does it mean to you guys now with 9/11, being fishing on 9/11? Does it make it a little bit extra special to be a part of it and compete on that day?
Well, I mean, there's nothing we could do to ever really thank the people that died that day and all the the people who died afterwards. Defending our country. But you go out there and you're just cognizant of the fact that you're lucky enough to have the opportunity to do something like this, and you appreciate it more. It's
No
like a
doubt.
dream come true. I don't know, but I'm sure these guys feel the same way. This is great.
Yeah,
I remember.
said
I
it
remember.
perfectly.
I remember. The first baseball game after 9/11, and I remember. That how sports carried this country back to normality, so to speak. And I put normality in question mark, in quotations. But when I saw George Bush at Yankee Stadium throwing out the first pitch, and I hate the Yankees, but I love the Yankees that day, and because it was just so special, you know what I mean? And it's something I'll never forget, man, watching that scene, man. But
It's
sports,
something. It's
go ahead.
a sad situation, but it's something that this country needs to see again. We need to come
Yes,
together
sir.
like that, especially now. Stop picking sides and be American first.
The greatest day
Yeah.
was 9/12 in this country.
The
It's seen
greatest
in
day
years.
I can remember in my life as an American.
Yep, that's right. At the expense
There,
of
there were
those.
flags everywhere. Everybody was proud to be an American that day and came together, no matter what their political views were or whatever type of lifestyle, elites versus broke poor. Everybody came together on that day. And that's
Yeah.
what America was supposed to be when it was created, and it really needs to come back to that.
I agree with you, Justin. Well said, my friend. I'll standing
Hey,
round of applause
Greg,
on that.
you mentioned the Yankees. I happen to be a Yankees fan, so you just
Oh,
we got a
no,
beef-
really?
We got a beef going now.
Me
Yeah, we
too.
got a beef
Me too.
going, right? Hey, do you remember?
Hey, quit
who
losing
Mr.
to the
October
Orioles.
was for the Yankees? Who was Mr. October?
It was Jackson.
Reggie Jackson.
Reggie
He sucked
Jackson.
all year. He come in, hit 12 home runs in the playoffs. That's my man, Jiggin' Joe Brancato. He's been sleeping on.
He sucks all year.
Yeah. You wait and
But it's-
see.
But it's not October, man. It's September.
Secret weapon.
We're
Yeah,
calling
they unloaded the
Mr.
weapon.
September. We're gonna call him Mr. September.
Yeah, but he started in September. Right? If you research Reggie Jackson, you'll see he peaked September, October.
Yep.
And then he fought with Billy Martin the rest of the season.
That's right. Exactly. Those were some good old days, my friend. But all right. Well, John, Godfather, give your lineup, man. Who's going to be taking on the Massachusetts Maulers?
Well, we got the same lineup: Greg, Chris, Justin, and Joe Brancato. Toby and I are sitting. We're going to support the guys. We're having a little rally. Nothing big. We're not going to impede on anything. And that's the same lineup that as the last game. This is the same lineup that played them the first game. So
Right.
why change something that's working?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, exactly. And those guys, I'm pretty sure they're running with the same lineup as well. And
Yep.
they're all, they want to win just as bad as we do. So
Ken, Mike, who's going for the Maulers?
Yeah, we're running the same. Me, Mike, Derek, and Matt.
It's going to be a great matchup, man.
Yep.
Great matchup.
Can't wait.
Phenomenal. All right, let's get predictions, guys. Let's talk about let's see, the first matchup in Massachusetts was, just like an inch apart or half inch apart or whatever it was.
ESPN Instant Classic.
It absolutely was. There's yet to be a match that beat that first one. It was insane. The video that and everything look, that game springboarded KFL. There's no doubt about it. It was incredible.
We had
And
a good
then the
one on
second,
the Susky, but in Pennsylvania.
We're running it back. We're doing the same thing.
yeah. Give us prediction. What's going to happen?
So we definitely been talking about the fact that these guys are going to fish it better. They are going to get a limit. We know we have to produce the way we produced the first game, and even fishing week 7 and then going back and pre-fishing again this past weekend. I've learned more in the past 2 weeks being there than I probably knew about the whole pond since I've been fishing it, to be honest. And but we know that these guys are going to come out and they're going to catch 10 fish this time, and it's unlikely that those fish are going to be dinks. They're going to come out and they're going to catch good fish. And we know we've got to produce. We got to probably produce better than we did this last time around, and put up more quality fish, because I think we had like 2 fish over 20 and 1 over 18, but I still think I still think it's going to come down to who's got more kicker fish, probably in that 19 plus range. You might need 4 in that size of fish to win this game. At the end of the day, we've been game planning for them to counter how we fished the first time around as well, because of how we fished and how we produced. We expect them to change their approach to the pond. And I mean, they got national champions on their team, guys who have been in the 10 house. Let's be honest, they're going to adapt. They're going to catch them. So that's what we're game planning for, and we're just hoping to produce a little bit better than we did, and see how the cards fall.
Some predictions: Rebels by 10, Rebels by 3.75, Rebels by 28, Mass by 1 fish, Maulers by 5. It's all over the board here. So I mean, there's fans on both sides, but I mean, I don't know, man. I mean,
I think we're within 5 inches either way.
Yeah, I'm saying within 5.
I think 152 to 148. 152 change to 148.
Wow, that's pretty low.
It's going to be 170s, mid 170s to low 170s.
Okay,
that's what I'm thinking. The way that this place is fired up over the last week or so, it's coming. It's going to be a good one.
Right. So I mean, look, it's one thing to watch the leaderboard. Like, I know how I get when I'm fishing and I'm watching the leaderboard, and I get these nervousness, like, when you're up by 1 fish or 2 fish or whatever it is, and you just expect the worst. You know what I mean? It's just like, you can only do what you got to do. Are you guys scoreboard watchers? I mean, are you just guys head down and just freaking whatever happens?
I'm head down fishing, and I mean, I don't even know what our smallest fish is until somebody posts in the group chat.
Yep.
Maybe say once every couple hours, I'll look at that leaderboard in case I haven't heard from the team or whatever in the chat. But I don't like to sit there and look at the leaderboard. When I first started in kayak fishing, I used to do that a lot, and it hurt me. I mean, it beats you down.
It changes your game. It changes your game.
And I rather just go out there and
speed
fish
up
how I plan to fish and adapt to the conditions that are out there. Let the fish tell me what they want and go from there.
Right.
I know Greg's going to catch them. I mean, Greg's going to put up 10 fish. So I know I just need to go out there and swing for the fences. I'm looking for those 4 kickers that Greg was talking about, while he's looking to add those 16 to 18-inch fish for 10 of them. Right.
Ken, let me ask you this, man. When you're out there and you've got national recognition, and you've hit some pretty big tournaments and won some pretty big tournaments, man. Are you that guy that watches the scoreboard, or are you just head down too and just whatever happens on the board is what it is?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on how the fishing's going. If it's not really, if I'm not catching them, I tend to get my and I don't pay attention to the leaderboard. If I'm not on the camera, if the phone's my phone's disconnecting. Mm-hmm. So I just kind of more head down and just fishing hard, trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
If I'm catching them, if I'm on a pattern that's working, I'll take a peek here and there, see where we're at. Yeah.
No, I got you. Mike, what about you, man? Are you a scoreboard watcher, or are you just kind of head down, just do your thing, whatever happens?
Kind of same as Ken. It's like I've won or placed pretty high in a few big national events. Sometimes those get so exciting, it's hard not to, look here and there. But a place like Warden's, where it's a grind, I mean, I'm just head down. You're making a lot of casts, a lot of pitches, flipping all over. It's just kind of, I get, I fully expect to have to kind of work for it there. So
yeah,
I don't think I'm going to be paying any attention. It's just all business and trying to get those bites. So it's,
Big guys, anybody can answer this question. Be completely honest. Has this format helped you become a better angler this year than your entire career?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
100%.
I've heard that a lot.
It's the best format anyone has ever come up with.
Yeah. I think once you embrace the concept where you become less envious and more curious of your.
It's hard. It's hard because we're so
It's hard
ingrained.
because you want to be, you're an angler. Your goal is to
Yes.
you don't want to be better than everybody else. I mean, anybody who says they don't want to shouldn't be fishing.
Yeah.
You still have to learn and respect other anglers around you, their abilities, and learn from them.
Right.
And the only way you can learn from them is if the other angler actually opens up. That's where you were getting at earlier. And we have no problems opening up. Our communication level is great.
Yeah. No, I mean, again, you can't be at this level and where you're at without having that communication. It's impossible. And again, like you said, you're learning from each other. And like, when my guys on the Warhawks, they're doing some stuff. I'm like, I've never even thought about even trying to throw that, or it just didn't ever occur to me, what they were doing. And you do learn, man. Ken, I'm going to ask you a question, man. Let's give some love to Elite Kayak Fishing. They have a championship this weekend. I know you guys won't be there, but what a great series this has turned out to be up there, man.
Yeah. It's when we started it, we just kind of wanted to do a regional trail. We weren't thinking about we were just going to maybe do grassroots, just kind of like a local trail on a regional level, and it's grown beyond that to the point where we're now thinking about expanding beyond the Northeast.
You should
to have in different regions and stuff. But yeah, it's worked out really well. We've had a couple missteps. You know what I mean? We're all learning.
Everybody does, man.
Yeah, we all run our own trails and stuff, but this is different. And we had to change the boundaries at Champlain. And we gave a month notice, but that made a couple people mad. But we didn't do it. We didn't do it. We did it for the better of the trail. We thought, for what was best for the trail. But I mean, it's worked out really good. And the championship Saturday, and I'm kind of bummed I'm missing it, but I committed to the team. So I chose to fish this one.
Yeah, hats off, man. I mean, as I said, you guys are doing a hell of a job up there, running that series. I've heard nothing but great things, honest to God. And it's been great. So I commend you guys for all the work you guys have been doing up there.
Thanks.
Greg, that also goes back to show you how much the KFL has everybody's buy-in. Everyone's bought into this format, man. I mean, it's completely exceeded my expectations for sure. I know probably same for I could speak for my team. We all think that it's exceeded our expectation. I'm sure Mike and Ken both feel the same way, but you've got these guys dedicated to something, this team aspect, and it shows for sure. I mean, Ken's missing his basically, it's
his series,
his regional trail, his series. So it's something to say about what the KFL's done for kayak fishing.
Well, trust me, I'm not taking that lightly. And again, I can't thank you guys enough because, I mean, you guys have been so supportive of everything, man. I mean, it's been absolutely incredible. And like Ken said, we've had our bumps and bruises and we've had to learn as we go. And, but it's a collaborative effort. And, we kind of all put our prides aside for the betterment of the league. And I think every team has done that. It's been absolutely outstanding. I will tell you, next year is going to be way better. I mean, way better. It's just going to be incredible. I promise you. It's
you can now do this year, man. It's going to be awesome.
We've got teams coming out of the woodwork. I don't want to announce too much right now. We've got some pretty big sponsors that are coming on board. We just got our guys. Listen to this. I don't know if the Godfather broke this to you. Our total viewership from KFL in 7 weeks, okay, was 775,000 views on Pride Outdoor Network.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Live
I
views.
sent them all. I took a picture of it, sent them all.
No pressure.
I let the guys know. Yeah. No.
That's revolutionary, man. I mean, I hate to say this, but I mean, there's nobody out there doing that. I mean, no offense to Hobie, no offense to Bass, no offense to KBF, but to put this product and let you guys see yourselves and your abilities and your talents on the water and being able to show it to 775,000 eyeballs, across the nation is, I mean, it's just incredible. Incredible.
Yeah, you don't know who's watching.
You don't. You don't. And again, like all of a sudden now, we're coming at the end of the season and we're getting, sponsor inquiries. We're getting new team inquiries. I had some teams out in, California, Oregon, Washington, Utah, Idaho, Arizona, Colorado, all ready to go. They want to get teams going, we might have a whole Western division going. I mean, it's just insane.
Yeah, that's
but
awesome.
It is. It's been incredible. But again,
Well,
it's content like you guys bring.
You got Maine, Connecticut, right here in the East for us.
New York
now.
Yep. Right. So
New York now.
Some more local places to go. We're stacked up pretty good here.
It helps because look, who wants to drive 8 hours?
This is great. So
yeah. It's tough. When you're driving that far to compete.
So are we going to be the New England or the Northeast division?
I don't know. We'll have to see, man.
We're down. We're New Englanders. Okay? I
no, I got you.
But we're New Englanders, so
I know.
Throwing on my vote, New England.
We want to get to the point where we do have divisions and really have like the NFL, NFC East, NFC North, NFC South. That would be the ultimate. That would be really, really cool. But it's been incredible, and we've got other teams in Florida, South Carolina, Tennessee that just signed on. By the way, Nashville just signed on. I have to announce that. We've got an Oklahoma team now. It's just growing. So, but one thing we don't want to do is get too big to where we're diluting everybody his time, their content. We want to make sure that we have a good spread of content throughout the KFL. Everybody gets their time, because it's, you guys are putting on the time and effort and everybody deserves it. So, we got to be cognizant of that and making sure that we're facilitating sponsorships and team sponsorships and stuff like that. So it's going to be pretty interesting kind of coordinating all this, but we'll get it figured out.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of work.
But sounds good.
Oh, it is.
Good luck, Ken. Good luck, Mike. Stay safe out there on the water. I'm going to bump into you guys early on. I want to do a little, I'm just going to play the national anthem on my I got this little device. It's like
that works for us, man. That works for us.
And we'll just.
We got to get it going. Yep.
And then you guys head out there, do your thing. I'll have some burgers when we're done. A couple of cold ones if you're hungry.
I'll stick around this time. I bailed last time super quick, and I don't know if you guys realized I was fishing the KBBT match, so I was
almost won it.
I was running down the road. I was running down the road to fish this. What's it? It starts with a B.
Well, that's not true. They said that you left fast because I wasn't there and you were upset.
Yeah. Yeah,
I went and picked just another dump in Rhode Island to fish. Some random ponds.
Barber. It was Barber.
All right.
He fished Barber Pond? Oh,
Yeah.
I know what part of Massachusetts you live, Ken, and I wouldn't be throwing swamp water around out there.
Oh, man. That's hilarious.
I figured anything was better than Warden, so.
No,
I would have stayed there.
God.
That water is crystal clear. It's a good lake. It's a good pond.
It was really deep. I was surprised. I actually lost a good one on the laydown.
Yeah,
but I didn't need it. I don't even think the guy.
Big one. Forget about it. You're going downward.
Okay.
Hey, Ken, Sean said you hooked into a vaccine needle.
What's that?
Sean Dwyer said you hooked into a vaccine needle.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Sean knows. Yeah.
Oh man. Oh geez. I'll tell you a quick story. The worst pond lake I've ever been to by far in this country is Daniel Perry. I'm going to call you out, man. Daniel Perry and Jeremy Baker took me to the hood of Birmingham, Alabama, and I'm talking about the hood. I had to carry, to get out of my truck. You know what I mean? And we get in there. He's like, man, this is the best kept secret, in Alabama. I'm like, okay, man, you have Gunnersville and you have all these different Great Lakes. And he's taking me to the freaking hood. And so we get in there and I kid you not, man, you could not cast anywhere without hitting a trash bag, a bottle, a freaking 5-gallon drum of oil. It was disgusting.
Yeah, it sounds like a place we
catch any fish. You get any bass?
No, I got skunked. I'm like, you took me to this landfill. It was disgusting. And I was like, oh my God, I'm out of here, boys. Thanks, but no thanks.
I got to help my dog up the stairs. Wait a minute.
I got you, man. I got you. Well, anyway, it's going to be fun, guys. You know, one thing too, you guys hopefully have cell phone coverage. We're going to have you guys on during the entire, Pride Outdoor Network. We're also going to broadcast you guys on Motion Sports Network. It's a debut of the KFL and Motion Sports Network. If you guys have Roku, Amazon, go ahead and download Motion Sports channel. It's going to be broadcasted there too. Here is the emblem right here. That's it. And man, we're excited to have now the KFL on both networks, so we can have a lot more eyeballs out there, man. And looking forward to seeing you guys in Texas and Alabama go after each other. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And boys, let's do it, man. Let the better team win.
Yeah. Okay. Good luck. Everybody stay safe.
All right, you guys as well.
Good luck, guys.
Good luck,
guys. We're out of here. Thank you guys for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Greg.
We'll see you.
Have a good
Take
one,
care.
Greg.
All right, y'all. Bye-bye.